like yours will surely come my way. Hey, every day seems a little longer, every way love's a little stronger. Come what may, do you ever long for true love from me? There you go, and baby, here am I. Oh, will you left me here so I could sit and cry? Well, golly gee, what have you done to me? Oh, well, I guess it doesn't matter anymore. Love you like I do.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Cars and Us. My name is Dennis Tate. Tonight Cars and Us is up in Norwalk, Connecticut. Richie and I took a ride up here to Calves Pasture. It's a recreation and parks location in Norwalk, and it's the second for this year, the second show that the Coachman from Norwalk, Connecticut get put on. They do 2 shows up here a year. It's really, we've been covering the show for years. They've been doing these cruises shows, if you will, for about 12, 13 years. And it's a real nice setting up here. It's right on the water. We're overlooking the Long Island Sound. It's a real nice night. All the money that they raise goes to St. Vincent de Paul's charity. So they draw probably between 250 and 300 cars. It's a real nice night. Right now I'm standing in front of a 1953 original General Motors diesel bus, one of about 200 that this company owns, and they're used. I believe this one may have been used in one of the movies, Bronx Tale. But anyway, it's a little bit of an added attraction as well. But what we're going to do is we're going to get right to talking to some of the people. Some of them are friends that we already know. But we're going to try and show you a variety of different cars tonight. So stick with us for the next 30 minutes. As I said in my intro, we're going to get a chance to see a lot of unique cars and a lot of a variety of cars. And actually, my guests here, well, Jackie has been on my show before. He has a stable full of cars. But he's got this real special 1967 Morris Minor that he restored. I didn't even know he had the car, but my buddy Richie was telling me about it, and so we're going to welcome Jackie and his lovely wife Vicky to Cars and Us, and it's always a pleasure to see you guys. Don't see it too often, you know. I mean, we get a chance to see each other maybe once a year or something up here. That's it. I'm way down in New York, and you guys are way up here. Yeah. But anyway, Richie told me about this car he saw it over at one of the car cruises over in New York, and he said, you got to see this car. You got to see the interior. The seats are engraved. They were made out of women's pocketbooks and stuff like that. So anyway, I'm glad to see you, Jackie. Let's find out about the history about this car.
Well, she always wanted a Morris Minor Woody, so we purchased one in 2001. And it looked great until I took it home, put it on the lift, and it was just a rust bucket underneath the frame. It's a unibody. It was all rusty. And we just let it set for about 2 years, and actually I think she came up with the idea, her and my neighbor, Ed Nelson, who did a lot of the work. And so I knew a guy in California who put it on a Suzuki frame with a V6, but it sat up, on four-wheel drive, which I never liked. But so we talked to him and got some hints, and we found a donor car, 95 S10 Blazer, two-wheel drive, which was in an accident, and they totaled it because it was two-wheel drive and not four. And we picked that car up, and we started planning this, and like I said, Ed did most of the work. My son worked on it, my son-in-law, my guys at work, and we just thought it would be a cool idea to do what we did. And,
well, it's definitely different, and of course it brings to my memory these little Morris Minors with the big Chevy engines in them running the Dover drag strip years ago, Vicki, what prompted you to look for a car like this? What made you like a car like this?
Well, we're in the National Woody Club, so we love the little Woody cars, and we saw it, and it was adorable, and
Cute.
It is. It's just adorable. And Jack got really disappointed in buying it because the bottom was so rotted out. So we thought, wow, this is a blessing in disguise. We'll get the really neat. We'll make it a hot rod, and that was it. And it evolved. It just evolved. So it really is a blessing in disguise, because he would have never done it if it was in really good condition.
It's immaculate. I mean, I hope the camera does it justice, Jack. But we'll see afterward. But
we need some sun.
Well, no, you know what? I'll open up the iris, and we'll make it look good. How long? I mean, how long was this into restoration? I never knew you had this car.
3 years, which is fairly short time for what we did. Yeah, almost 3 years, right to the month. And actually, it would have been quicker, but
Jack had a heart attack.
I had a heart attack, and
so
6
did
months
Ed
later, Ed had a heart attack.
Not
So
because of the car.
we lost a few months.
Just going to ask you
Not
if it was because of the car.
Yeah.
No,
So we lost a few months, in between. But
But you're feeling okay now.
I feel great.
You look great.
Yeah, I
mean,
feel great.
If you hadn't said that, I would have never known.
Yeah.
You look terrific. You always look good. Let's tell the viewers the drivetrain, the motor, and the interior and so forth.
Well, it's an S10 chassis, shortened 36 inches total. It's a 4.3 V6. It's got an Edelbrock 500 carburetor. It's got a cam, headers, Edelbrock headers. It's got a custom radiator, and a lot of polished stuff, and that's it.
Interior, Vicki, that must have been your end.
Right. I only wanted to make an ottoman out of the material. That's it. That's how it started. I found the material. It's Brahmin leather. It's a purse company. And they had enough of these hides left over, so she sold them to me. And then we got Garrett leather to match, sent the piece of the Brahmin leather to Garrett, and they matched the background so well. And Jack said, oh my gosh, this is going to be great. We'll put the inserts in the pattern in the middle, and then do the back of it, the outer color. So it came out great. We're so happy with it. It's really a treasure, because where would I ever find material like this? So it's fun. It's fun.
It's nice for the viewers to see a couple that actually share in building a car together. I mean, that's really what's unique about you guys.
Thank you.
Not only that you're
We
nice
love it.
people and everything,
Oh,
but you know what? You have good taste, and you know what you want. You go out and you get it.
Well, this was actually my 60th birthday present.
Right.
Is that right?
Actually, it was our birthday present for the next 10 years.
Oh, okay. Yeah, right.
Everything, all in one. But we're having a great time with it, and we love to come to these shows.
Yeah, well, you know what? I like the guys up here, the Coachman. I always promote them, and you know how I feel about the guys up here. It's just my problem is getting up here, because if I don't leave the day before, I can't stand that traffic on 95, you know?
Right.
But now Richie and I got up here real early today, and we had something to eat, and now the cars are pulling in, so, we get a chance to do some interviews and put a show together. But
Great.
I'm glad that we were able to get you for a few minutes
Well,
anyway.
thank you very much for asking us to
appreciate
do
it.
this.
You know what? You've been a great guest before, and you'll continue to be. So I've never heard the viewers complain. So we're doing fine. So
Great.
again, thanks so much, Jack.
Okay. Thanks, Dennis.
All right, nice seeing you again.
Okay.
Thank you.
Vicky, pleasure. And
Same here.
listen, you make sure you stay well.
Oh, yeah.
I'll keep going.
All right, you don't be running around now.
Thanks.
Another, well, when I say unique, actually it's more rare than anything else, is this 1941 Chevrolet Suburban. Now, when you look at it, you might think it's a sedan delivery or a truck, or panel truck or whatever, but it's Suburban is the technical model of it. And Ed Brule is the owner, and I want to welcome Ed to Cars and Us.
How you
All right. We had a lot of conversation off camera, but we're going to give the viewers an opportunity to hear it from you about the history about this truck and the uniqueness of it. It is a Cummins diesel.
Yeah, I had to build the Cummins in it. It's something I wanted to do for many years, to do it with a little diesel in it. I wanted to do it on the older one, but the older Suburbans are all made with wood inside. And the diesel would probably rattle all the screws out. So with this, it's quite hefty, and I don't have to worry about losing the screws.
Now, this car came from, we're here in Connecticut, but this car came from where? Wisconsin or somewhere out, Milwaukee or somewhere?
And this came from Wisconsin, almost into Green Bay. And I was doing a show with my other Suburban. I owned the very first Chevy Suburban made.
Well, that's a good segue, but I want you to explain to the viewers exactly what the other car that's not here that's very rare.
I owned the very first Chevy Suburban made, which was 1935. And unfortunately, it takes all the fun out of it. You can't really drive it. Being as rare as it is, you have to trailer it. And there's no enjoyment doing that. I was doing the show in Wisconsin with the 35, trailering it out there 1,200 miles each way, back and forth. And this vehicle behind us arrived, and I fell in love with it. I bought it just the way it is. But I wanted just to put the motor and the transmission in it. And now I have decided that I'm going to put a hitch on this, and I'm going to tow the 35 with this.
Right.
I'm going to tow the 35. If I can't drive it, I'll tow it.
That's terrific. Ed, this is all original.
The 35 is all original. This one here,
What's the modifications here?
The modification on this, everything is original except the engine and the transmission.
Right, well, that's what I meant. In other words, interior and all that.
Yeah, the interior has been done a little bit, but it needs some help. It has a headliner that either has to go or I'll have to put up a disco light. It's that bad.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah,
Wow,
it's terrible.
Well, the viewers will see this as we speak.
Yeah, I started to paint the front of it black. We'll see what happens.
This is really, it caught my eye because you were up here real early on when we got up here, and it's an eye catcher for sure.
Yeah, well, I live in Naugatuck. I used to live in Fairfield. I moved to Naugatuck, and I used to come down here all the time with the 35 till we found out it was the first one made. Like I said, it takes the fun out. So tonight, I said, I got to come down with this to see the boys. So I did the oil change this afternoon at it, and then I figured I'll come down here for the night.
Naugatuck is not that far. It's to the west, over towards Hartford area.
Yeah, it's up
About how long does it take you?
Oh, 3/4 of an hour, half an hour, a little more.
It's not bad.
No, but it's a matter of at least I could drive it. Thank God.
Ed, how is this thing on fuel?
That I shouldn't really tell you because 2 weeks ago I was in Bellows Falls, Vermont with it, and from Bellows Falls, Vermont and back, I used 1/3 of a tank. I
Wow.
averaged 34 miles to the gallon.
That's terrific. Wow. Especially with today's fuel prices, you know.
Yeah, no,
You can't beat the diesel.
no, that's for damn sure. No, it's great. I love it.
Well, next time we see you, we're going to catch that 35, all right? Because
Hope I have it here.
that's $1 million car.
I've turned down $2 million for it.
Have you?
Yes, I have. Thank God my wife wasn't with me because if she
Well-
was, she would have said, "Where do I sign?"
Would
lady?"
have been gone, right?
two weeks after that show, that was in New Jersey, I did a 2-day show at the casino, and my wife was with me, and I wanted to kill the narrator because he says, and I want you to know he turned down $2 million. My wife went, "You who?"
Oh, boy. You should have said he made it up, that's all.
She's learning now from the show in Wisconsin that with people, the only trophy with people today is thank you for bringing it. That is a trophy.
Right.
All
Right.
the trophies I had, one with it, all have been given to the Children's Hospital.
Oh, that's nice.
They take them apart, they reuse them.
And they reuse them. That's
Yeah,
very
so
nice.
it's,
That's
you know,
nice of you to do
Otherwise, you're just collecting dust, and it makes
That's
a
true.
mess. Yeah,
That's true. If you get so many, you can't, you know, you have to build a room for them and it doesn't pay.
I don't want them anymore. No,
Right. That's why I try to stress to a lot of the viewers that it's the pride of owning the car and enjoying it.
The first
It's not
show,
the trophy.
first show I did with this was up in Naugatuck, and they said, "Do you have a trophy?" I said, "I don't want a trophy." They said, "You have to take it." So I went up, and they handed me the trophy. There was a little girl next to me. I said to the little girl, "Are you a good girl?" She goes, "Yes, I am, sir." I said to her parents, "Is she a good girl?" Said, "Yes, she is." I said, "The trophy's yours." She had the biggest smile you ever saw on your face.
That's
And it
terrific.
gives me a bigger smile too, just for her.
That's terrific. You're a true gentleman, and you're a diplomat to the hobby.
That's the only way it can be, really.
Ed, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, and we'll see you again with the next time with that
I hope I have
35.
the 35.
All right, swell. Thank you much.
Thank you.
One of the true muscle cars of the era, latter 60s, the Dodges were in their heyday, and nothing like a Dodge Charger. And Al Colachico was the owner of this nice, fine-looking blue one. Al, did I pronounce it right?
Yes.
Okay. Nice car. Butchie sent me over here and said, you know, you got to see Al over there with that blue Charger because it's a real great car.
Yeah.
So,
What?
I saw you come in, but you know what? I figured we get a chance to, you know, to speak before the night is done.
Yeah.
Anyway, you know.
Yeah.
Where are you from? You from Norwalk?
No, from Stanford.
Oh, close enough. You
Yeah.
know. How long have you had this car? Let's
4 years.
Have you? Where'd you find it?
Yeah, in Pontiac, Michigan.
No kidding. What were you doing out there?
Yeah. No, I found it on the internet.
Oh, you did.
Car
Oh,
was
good.
Bright yellow.
No kidding. What kind of shape was it in? Come on over here.
It was in fairly decent shape, but the body, you know, needed a little work. What I did was I went back to my high school years because I had
You had one, right?
I had a brand new 68.
Terrific.
And it was bright metallic blue. And a buddy of mine back then totaled the car on me.
Oh, wow.
So-
I've heard that before.
And then I ended up saying I was going to get another one someday, and I had the opportunity, and this is it.
And here it is.
That's-
How long did it take you to do the restoration on it?
Yeah, but all the body work I had done by G-Tech in Portchester, and all the mechanical work, I did 90% of it, and the engine was built by M&B Automotive
Where's that?
in Stanford.
Oh, okay, local. So
Yeah.
that's good. So if anything goes wrong, you go right around the corner and get to them.
Yes.
But let's speaking of the motor, let's tell the viewers what we've got in here. Is it a 383?
Yes, it's a 383. It's punched out. It's bored 40 over, purple cam, Eller
Oh,
Brock.
nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
It's pushing a little over 400 horsepower.
Automatic or 4-speed?
It's automatic, 727.
Okay. So this is a great street car then. What kind of gears you run in it?
But just 323s.
Oh, nice.
That's it.
Nice for cruising.
Yeah.
And it's pretty good on gas. And you don't have to buy
Right. Wow.
any high-performance racing fuel or anything, do you? You use
No.
regular pump?
That's it. Pump fuel.
Yeah.
The heads were done stainless steel. And so.
You got quite a bit of money in this motor then.
Yes. Yes.
I don't think you want to admit it, do you?
No.
Are you afraid somebody's going to see you, your wife or somebody?
Right. My wife's behind the car right now.
Okay. All right. We'll keep it as low as we can, but at least let the viewers know about it anyway. Interior, is it all stock?
Yes. the interior is all stock. I didn't have to touch the interior on the car. Mainly body work and engine work.
Well, you know what? This seems like a real street car that you can enjoy and take to all the cruises and shows and really enjoy it and relive your past.
Yes, it's great. I just get behind the wheel and cruise around, and I'm back in the 60s.
That's terrific. Al, you know what? You can't believe how many guys I'm sure that are out there that would relish that opportunity to do that, because that's what it's all about. You know, as we get on, up in age and so forth, it's nice to be able to have something that we once had back then, especially with today's prices. But it was a pleasure. You know what? I'm glad Butchie sent me over here, and keep enjoying the car and stay with it, and good luck, and maybe we'll see you down in New York one day.
Okay.
Al, thanks so much.
All right.
To tell you the truth, I was doing an interview when I heard this car, and I turned around and I said, "Wow!" It kind of caught my eye. But so after we're finished, I had to get Richie to go over and make an introduction to these two lovely ladies here that pulled in with this gorgeous, it's dynamite, 1966 GTO convertible. And I have Debbie Carrera. Deb, welcome to Cars and Us.
Thank
and
you.
Karen.
Keeler.
Thanks for having us.
Karen Keeler. Okay. I don't know where to start. We got so many things that we talked about off camera, but first of all, let's tell the viewers about the car, because that's really what they're most interested in.
Okay.
It's a 1966, as I said, convertible.
It is.
And how long have you had it? And tell us the history about it.
Well, I purchased it from a woman in Logansport, Indiana. She had it at auction, and I had been hunting for a show car for a while, and I knew that it was going to be a GTO. When I was young, my dad died in his, and I knew that I was going to one day purchase a car and celebrate what it was that I really enjoyed most about him. And I guess I got in touch with her, and we went into deep conversation, and the next day she called me back, and she said that she'd like me to have it. And so my bid was good, and it's mine.
Now you say your bid. Was it on eBay?
I did find it on eBay. She had it on an eBay auction.
Mm-hmm.
And she was a great lady. And I spoke with her and her husband at length. And they babied the car. And I have full pages and pages of history that they've written for me, exactly what's new, what's not. I've done a few small changes since then, but it was her show car.
So basically, this is what you had in mind, and you were searching for this car.
Oh, absolutely. And I was even more thrilled to find out that the car that was listed truly was a woman that was owning it, and it was her car and her pride and joy. And it's kind of nice to pass that on.
That's terrific. I imagine that you're going to keep this for a while now. You did say something about having a family of your own, so
Yeah.
this is going to be inherited.
Yeah, actually, 3 of my girls are very enthusiastic about the fun purchase,
are.
and one of them is
terrific.
raising eyebrows at me, but my girls are very excited about it.
That's terrific. Now, again, I want to get back to the car itself, basically, to tell the viewers what's in it. It's got the single 4-barrel on it.
It's actually got 4 dual carburetors. It's got the single barrel. It's 400 horsepower, 68 engine.
Right.
I know that I can't really. I had a little incident with some wiring, but I took care of that. I'm trying to remember what else I was sitting here talking about with you before.
The interior is definitely customized.
It is. It really is. She picked out really beautiful color for that. The paint job with the Ghost Flames was done by House of Color, and they did a fabulous job. I don't know.
What do they have a special name for the color?
It's Candy Tangerine.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
A beautiful color. It's
Thank you.
really. I hope the lighting and the camera does this car justice, because it is gorgeous.
Thank you so much.
Really. And of course, you're a girl after my own heart, because it's a 4-speed.
It's a 4-speed. It is definitely a 4-speed. There's no other way to drive it.
That's great to see a young girl like you that's into cars and can drive a stick shift. You know, I mean, even that's it's really nice, because you add a lot to the show. Now, Karen is your girlfriend. What's your affiliation with the car?
I was just cheering her on.
Yeah, no.
And my husband's not allowed to drive it.
Is that right?
Yeah, that is
Okay.
right. He's kind of like my surrogate brother. I've adopted him to help me out with some ideas, and Frank is a very good friend of mine, and is pretty much holding my hand in direction of which way to go. I think we're going to head up to the Lake George show, and I think it's on the weekend of the 9th.
Yeah, that's that's September.
That's
Yeah.
September. I know that somewhere between then and now, Frank, who owns Mama Carmella's over in Darien, is looking to put together a couple of people for a few ideas and events he has in mind.
Right.
And so it's been fun planning that with him.
But this car is, it's just, I mean, it's so easy. You get in it, you turn the key, and you're off you go.
It's nice. It's purring like a kitten, well, growling like a bear now. It is.
Do you think that you intend to make any changes at all, or it's going to stay this way?
No, I think if there are any changes, I think they're really minute. I'd like to pick out, I think, something similar in the floor mats, but something a little bit more exciting.
Well, it would be nice if you add your own touch, put your own initials or something on
somewhere.
onto something.
I will. I'm not sure which way yet, but it'll definitely carry me.
Maybe, I don't know if you're into like a little pinstriping or something like that. We send you down to a friend of ours, Mikey Fredericks, down in Mamaroneck, Unique Signs, and he's the best around. And I'm sure that he'll come up with some neat ideas for either a few little flames or a few little pinstripes or something. Add a little bit of a touch to it, because it's not stock anyway. So you really need to add something of your own, you know.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And so, you know, I'll get you his card, and you know, we'll talk and send you down there.
That would be great.
And you know, if not for nothing, he's a big car guy, so you'll get a chance to talk to somebody else and you know, see what else is out there, and he'll give you plenty of ideas. He's very creative.
Oh, great! I look forward to hearing some.
The car is just gorgeous. Where you from? That's what I was going to ask you.
Originally, I was born in Brooklyn, and I've moved around a little bit. I grew up there and down on Thompson Street in New York City. I was out in Chicago for a while. I'm now up here in Connecticut for the past 10 years.
Where are you? You local?
I'm in Darien.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What do you do for a living?
Graphic design, logo creation, corporate ID.
Okay. Do you work for somebody or have your own company?
I have my own company.
What's the name so people can get in touch with you?
DC Blue, BLEU. Just DC Blue.
And how do they get in touch with you?
I guess for now I'm still setting up my website, but at Gmail is great. DCBlue at Gmail.
Okay, we'll put up the graphics underneath your name, and so this way you'll give you a little
really
exposure.
Sweet.
You know.
Thank you.
It's public access. I get a lot of viewers. I've been doing the show about 13 years now, so you know, we'll give you some exposure. And hey, listen, if you get one person out of it, you know, it beats a blank.
That's nice. Thank you very much.
I'll tell you, you're going to get a lot of exposure just driving this car around, because between you and the car, they're really sensational. You know.
Why, thank you very much.
A pleasure. I'm really glad that you took your time to speak with us, and thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
All right, and we look forward to seeing you again somewhere around the circuit somewhere. Maybe we'll get to see you again over in New York somewhere.
Oh, I look forward to it.
All right, Deb. Thank you kindly.
Thank you very much.
Zoot zoot zoo, pop 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 pop, lang 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 lang, zoot zoot zoo, pop pop pop. When I woke up this morning, you were not there as I searched for you, darling. I said a prayer when I woke up this morning, you were not by my side. When I woke up this morning, I looked for you. Well, my darling, don't ever say we're through. When I woke up this morning, you were not by my side. Oh, when you told me that you needed me, you said that you cared. Well, darling, if you want me, then why treat me so bad? When I woke up this morning, I looked for you. Well, my darling, don't ever say we're through. When I woke up this morning, you were not by my side. Oh, when you told me that you needed me, you said that you cared. Well, darling, if you want me, then why treat me so bad? When I woke up this morning, I looked for you. Well, my darling, don't ever say we're through. When I woke up this morning, you were not by my side. Yeah, lang 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 lang, zoot zoot zoo, pop 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 pop, lang 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 lang, zoot zoot zoo, pop 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 pop, lang 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 lang, zoot zoot zoo, pop 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 pop.